Welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium and the Aflac Kickoff Classic, and we are excited to get this college football season underway. Welcome, everyone, to Ford Field, home of the Lions here in Detroit, as we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Maryland Terrapins, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Michigan State Spartans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Spartans will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Manning. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Washington finds us back in the middle. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly.
It's really nice when you're an offensive coach and you can basically attack the whole field. When you got an arm like this and you could just, boom, put it on a line, it's really nice to have it.
The Terrapins can really attack on this second and short. Quick handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Fleming. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
And the Terrapins come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Terrapins are on the move. Wants to throw on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Smith. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that, take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Looking downfield, it's Washington. Buys a little time with his feet. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
All the way down to the 25-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Smith. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went game tackle.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the snap, it's Ray. They'll get him out of bounds and mark it at the 21. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Terrapins! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He's got great speed. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Caught over the middle. It's Belling. Wide open spaces. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Michigan State.
This is a special talent playing the tight end position because he's not a guy that's just going to catch flat routes and block. He's a guy you can line up all over the field. He can stretch the field vertically, shows off his speed. He has very rare athleticism for a guy at his position, and he showed it there on that long touchdown catch.
And right down the middle. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. About set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Manning. Stopped at the 26, brought it out in the end zone, picked up an extra yard. This drive started from their own 26. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
I tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. To throw, it's Washington. Looking down the middle. Complete downfield. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
I tell you what, to get home to the quarterback and force pressure while just rushing 3 allows your back end to cover so much space. Now you got 8 guys in coverage. It makes you really dynamic in the back end of your defense.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The give is to Smith. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got him. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage.
And listen, that's not a surprise. Obviously, they want to throw the football on 3rd down and try to get a 1st down, but it got absolutely nowhere. Great job by the defense, rallying up and actually getting a tackle for a loss.
And the Terrapins will call on their punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. They boot it away. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Running back searching for a hole. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Man, this guy just has a lot of skills when he's toting the rock, doesn't he? He's got speed, but he's also physical. Kind of reminds you of great Michigan State running backs. Guys like Le'Veon Bell or T.J. Duckett. They could run guys over, but once they got in the 2nd level, they could take it the distance. This guy has skills like that.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
And that is enough. Let's go. Right for the offense.
Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. After that tight first quarter, this 2nd period ought to be a lot of fun. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wants to throw. It's Childs. Quarterback floating away from pressure. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
And the Spartans can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Hands it off. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chain. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, the offense trying to be aggressive. They're throwing the go ball down the sideline. Just a better job in coverage defensively forces the incomplete.
Punt is on its way. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. There he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
They came out humming on this drive, and now it's 1st down from the 36. Use the play fake, now to throw. Buys a little extra time. On the run, deep down the right side. And he makes the catch inside the 25.
Well, you can see the effect that last run play had on the defense. They had a really good-looking run, and all of a sudden they come back with play action. Everybody bites. They play downhill, and it opens up a guy up top for the offense. Really nice job setting up that shot play to get an explosive one through the air.
It's one thing to get that huge play. Now you got to cash it in with 6. 1st and 10 from the 24. He's in open space downfield. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking for a man. It's Washington. Flushed out of the pocket. Got rid of it just in time.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. Touchdown, Maryland! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And you're really starting to see the chemistry that this guy is developing with his quarterback. They hooked up for a touchdown in the first game. They do it again here. These two are on the same page.
And they converted the extra point with a little help from that left side upright. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. From the gun, the ground game. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice his safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
Nice catch along the sidelines, but they get nothing out of it.
By the receiver. No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
The Spartans come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Dropping back, it's Childs. Unloads to the wideout. And that 3rd down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up. And the Spartans will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. And that's a very productive 1st down play of bringing up 2nd and 3.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Terrapins with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Try to get it to the edge. Breaks into the open. At the 20. Touchdown, Terrapins! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners. When he kicked it in gear, he got the long touchdown.
21. Michigan State 7.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. Nice pickup on the return there. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Dropping back, it's Childs. Fires to the middle. He's got it. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
QBs do a really good job of feeling pressure and trying to get away from it. You can see he wants to, but there's nowhere to go. Great job by the defense getting him to the ground for no gain.
Looking deep. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
You know the saying, no risk it, no biscuit. If you want big plays on offense, you've got to be able to take shots. They didn't hit that one, but moving ahead in the second half, expect this offense to keep dialing them up.
Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Send the tight end in motion. They'll try the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air, it's Washington. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
That's not an easy throw to hit, I will say. Dagger throw, it takes time to develop. You really got to sell the route. The quarterback has got to put that in an area and anticipate the throw. Just not on the same page with this receiver on the out.
On third down, he drops to throw. Pocket breaking down. And they can't make the play on third down.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and force the incompletion.
And the Terrapins send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Oh, that's one that can mess with your confidence. That is horrible. It'll go out of bounds. Depends on where they spot him. It looks as if it'll be around the 45. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking to throw on first down. Shoots it to the left. Intercepted.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Webb. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. No good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Terrapins will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. Stopped at the 26, brought it out in the end zone, picked up an extra yard. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability.
Going for it all. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. At the 45, on its way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. So you come out of the locker room for the second half, and right away, you throw a pick.
Bad news, too, because you go into the locker room and you sort of regroup, and you start thinking about how you're going to attack this defense, what adjustments you're going to make. You feel like you got a good plan running out of the locker room, and then to throw a pick right away, man, that is a gut punch.
And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
Ooh, that boy's got you holding your breath every time he runs the football. So elusive, so fast. He scrambles around, buys time, and throws an incompletion. But every incompletion even looks good because he's so exciting to watch.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. On the direct snap, it's Martin. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Didn't get nearly enough done on third down. He's brought down at the 31-yard line. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48. They put on a hand, they blocked it. He's got the ball, and it's live.
And how about the speed by that defender coming off the edge to block that field goal? Wow.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Back to pass, it's Childs. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Throwing on the run. He's got another 25. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. When you drop dimes like that, you're right. There is a school that's known to all, and it's on the banks of the Red Cedar.
And that will get Kirk Cousins breaking out the bling-bling and doing the dances. But I'll tell you what, when they can find a guy that can continue to make plays off of play action and be that game manager, I think Michigan State can have a great season.
Well, they had the matchup they wanted. They had the running back working one-on-one with the linebacker on that angle route, but he couldn't reel it in.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Motion from the wideout. A run for the quarterback. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Looking to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
You want to know why this team is losing? Look no further than this statistic, guys. Their best receiver doesn't have a catch yet in this game. There they try to go his way again. The defense has completely shut him down.
To the ground with the back. He breaks a tackle. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Third down coming up.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Back to throw, it's Childs. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans. Fit it in the window for the score.
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense. Spread them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UCLA is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to New Mexico. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Maryland has the ball back in the Terrapin offense ready to go. That lead has been sliced to 7, and now they'll try to put something together here. Toss sweep to the right. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And this team needs more of that, man. Like, this is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to throw, it's Washington. Unloads to the wideout. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
That defender is lucky on that play because he was beat on that deep route. He's lucky the QB overthrew that one.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Quickly out to the tight end. He's out of bounds, and they'll say he got it to the 45.
so difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that ball.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Terrapins with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Rush is on him. He'll try to do it himself. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
The Terrapins come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw, it's Washington. Plucks it out of the air. He's loose down the middle. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Maryland!
He does a really nice job getting the snap, getting the ball to his wide receiver in stride so he continued to run full speed and make all those yards after the catch and get all the way to the end zone.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Brown. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Might be calling a hot route. Going right to work up top. Gonna take a shot. Makes the grab down the middle. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the shot, especially on the first play of the drive. Maybe run the ball, and then a few plays later, go play action, make it look the same before shooting it downfield. They just did it right away on first down, first play of the drive. If you get the matchup, take the shot. And that's exactly what happened. Nice job.
A little release to the back.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Pulls it in. It's Marsh. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Scanning the field, it's Childs. With the catch, it's Kelly. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Wants to fire on second down. Final play of the quarter, and the ball falls incomplete. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Maryland has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. After swapping into the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Wants to throw again. It's on target and complete. He gets right to the edge of the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 20. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Looks as if he's going to run it. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be so... Touchdown! Fired in from the red zone for the score. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. They put together an 81-yard drive, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Manning. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Turning it on. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down.
Well, this offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the 4th quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
Back to throw, it's Washington. Safe completion on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
They want that clock to run. And the defense drags him down.
And I think this is where coaches really earn their money late in games, right? It's in the 4th quarter, you got the lead. Do you want to stay conservative and run the football? Because I see the defenses, they start to get aggressive, and so sometimes you can take the other hand and take advantage of it.
And the Terrapins line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Finds the tight end. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
The Terrapins will snap it on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Great team defense on that line. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Ray. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the 1st down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down.
I I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
And the Terrapins have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Terrapins! That leads a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in Week 3. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Dropping back, it's Childs. Here comes the heat. Hit as he throws. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Power football with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He's got an open man. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. That was a really well-run route on the curl to pick up the 1st down.
Yeah, and it's a nice job, too, by the receiver, getting his depth and then finding space in between the defenders, giving his quarterback a nice target.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
They go right back to this guy on 2nd and goal. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. They're going to run it. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job by this team being ready, getting the W.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.